Now, a new CNN K-File investigation into Nikki Haley. The South Carolina Republican garnered national attention. You probably remember back in 2015 when she called to remove the Confederate flag from the State House grounds after a white nationalist killed 9 people at a black church in Charleston. But in 2010, Haley, who was running for governor at the time, said the Confederate flag was not racist.
For those groups that come in and say they have issues with the Confederate flag, I will work to talk to them about it. I will work and talk to them about the heritage and how this is not something that is racist. This is something that is a tradition that people feel proud of.
That interview you see there was by a local activist group called the Palmetto Patriots. At one point, candidate Haley said this about South Carolina's Confederate Heritage Month.
The same as you have Black History Month and you have Confederate History Month and all of those, as long as it's done where it is in a positive way and not in a negative way, and it doesn't go to harm anyone, and it goes back to where it focuses on the traditions of the people that are wanting to celebrate it, then I think it's fine.
Let's get some more insights on this reporting from the leader of CNN's K-File team, Andrew Kaczynski. Andrew, what can you tell us about this interview and the group, the Palmetto Patriots, behind it?
So this interview took place in 2010 when Haley was first running for governor. Now this group, which is now defunct, the Palmetto Patriots, was formed, according to them, to fight attacks against Southern culture. It appears to have just been a rather small group that was interviewing Haley, just a few people. And CNN was able to learn that one of those interviewers was a board member, an active member of the white nationalist group, the Council of Conservative Citizens. Now, people might remember, but just 5 years later, that same group was reportedly who inspired Dylann Roof to do that shooting at a historically black church in Charleston. And as we remember, that shooting eventually spurred Haley to call for taking down the Confederate flag from the State House grounds. Now, in this interview, we saw Haley offer sympathetic answers on the state's Confederate history. Let's just take a listen to this clip here of what she said about the causes of the Civil War.
You have different sides, and I think that you see passions on different sides, and I don't think anyone does anything out of hate. I think what they do is they do things out of tradition and out of beliefs of what they believe is right. It was tradition versus change is the way I see it.
John?
Tradition versus change is the way I see it. A lot of people would see it differently than that. So she's a presidential candidate now. You reached out to see if they would respond. What'd they say?
So we reached out to her campaign. We asked, did she know that one of the people interviewing her in this small group was a white nationalist? We didn't hear back on that. We didn't hear back on, any of the clips that we've played here. They did send us a statement saying, citing basically what she did with the Confederate flag, saying Nikki Haley's groundbreaking leadership on removing the Confederate flag from the South Carolina Capitol grounds is well known.
It's a question that could come up in the weeks and months ahead as she campaigns in Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and beyond. Andrew Kaczynski and the K-File team, thank you so much.